New developments in a parking scam first exposed by CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini.
Dave caught con men ripping off drivers trying to park outside different sports venues in Chicago. Many of those drivers were then hit with parking tickets.
This is the illegal parking operation, and there is a squad car right there.
It's just before game time at Guaranteed Rate Field as the White Sox take on the Astros in the playoffs. Watch as the man dressed in a yellow jacket carrying a Chicago White Sox parking sign sets it up to lure in people in need of a spot.
So there was an arrow and it said White Sox parking, so we took that. There we go.
Dina Morris says she and her husband fell for it on the same stretch of street earlier in the season when the Sox played the Cubs in the Crosstown Classic.
And they had those flashlights waving for people for parking.
They had the orange and yellow vests?
Yeah.
Did that make them appear to be legit?
Yes.
But they were not legit, and everyone parked here got hit with a $75 parking ticket.
And then at night, everyone got their ticket on their dashboard.
Police ticketing the parkers, but letting the scammers go free.
What do you think the police should be doing?
I think they shouldn't let them scam people.
So Maura reached out to the CBS 2 investigators in hopes of exposing the operation. We went undercover and sure enough, found scammers out in full force, including this guy in the red hat. In his hands, stacks of parking passes to sell spots he has no right to sell. And just like Maura told us, they're doing it all right in front of Cook County Sheriff's Police, this Chicago Department of Finance parking enforcement investigator, and Chicago police officer.
And even though there are numerous police officers here from multiple agencies, the guys selling the parking passes are still doing it, just one more corner down.
On this day, we counted at least 60 parking spots sold at $40 a pop. Permit stickers put in windows and dashboards, $2,400 scammed in less than an hour.
My question is this: these guys have been out here selling stickers all day long, and all these people bought them.
So we asked police officers on the scene what they had to say.
They're charging $40. How much?
20, easy out.
This parking scam has been happening in different forms for years in Chicago.
So that's going to let me park there?
Yep, right up there.
The CBS 2 investigators first got wind of it prior to the pandemic back in 2019 outside the United Center.
As long as you got this paper, you're good.
Right on the
Coming
street?
at you, Stat!
Right on the street?
Yeah.
We went undercover and caught scammers running the same kind of operation. Flashlights, bright outfits, fake parking passes, all of it happening in plain sight.
And I just park it, so what is this? This is good for the...
Yeah, for tonight.
The scammers do it even though police are stationed all over the area.
There he is, waving the
Which
sign.
brings us back to Guaranteed Rate Field, where once again, crews were cashing in.
It's the cash.
With no one stopping them and cars still rolling in, we decided to ask them about their operation.
What's happening?
But none of them wanted to talk.
White Sox parking, right?
We ain't doing
White
no
Sox
fraud,
parking. No. You're selling illegal you're selling stickers, man. You're selling stickers.
I ain't selling
I saw you try to sell me one.
As that guy took off, he was joined with someone familiar.
Hey, y'all better get the on, man, I'm telling you.
Remember that guy with the White Sox parking sign?
I don't think y'all know where y'all at, do y'all?
He was
What's that?
not pleased when we stepped in.
What do you want to say?
Not pleased is putting it mildly, Dave. Wow. Those guys are really brazen. I understand the frustration for all these fans. Any consequences here other than getting a window rolled up when you try to talk to police?
Yeah, Marie, that's a good question. You know, Chicago police have yet to tell us what, if anything, they plan to do. They only said that they were going to investigate the officers that were there on the scene that day and why they didn't make any reports or make any arrests. The only people that shut them down that day were us.
Dave, what about the White Sox organization? What do they have to say about this?
So I sat down with the VP of Communications. You know, they're frustrated because these are their fans. They saw our investigation. They want some action. So there's going to be a few things they're going to do. I'm going to get into more of that at 10 o'clock, but they are planning to talk with Chicago police before their home opener to devise a plan to crack down on these scammers if they come back. You know, we'll be there for sure to keep an eye on them. And they're also going to make some changes around the ballpark.
So what do you say to fans who show up thinking that they're handing money over to somebody who's legitimate?
So on the city streets, you're taking a risk, okay? But if you're parking in an official White Sox parking lot, and there's a lot of space there, Jim, lots of parking lots, they are not going to accept cash next year. It's going to be strictly credit card or pay online first. So if anybody asks you for cash to park in a White Sox parking lot, it's a scam.
All right, good to know. We will be watching at 10. Dave Savini, thank you so much. And to check out Dave's original reporting on this, you can log into CBSChicago.com. Just click on the CBS 2 Investigator.